Welcome to Open Arms, an honest conversation about firearms. Does age matter when it comes to political beliefs or you're standing on like our amendments, especially the Second Amendment? I always thought it did because I always thought the younger generation didn't believe like the older generation. However, things have changed my mind. Nikki, what was your thoughts on that?
I think it's great to see a young generation be more political and aware of what's going on.
I agree, and because
very refreshing.
You're right, and when we were attending all these events, we found that out that it's not age related really in your political beliefs, and I love that. So today on my show, I have Mila and Raffi. Mila and Raffi, welcome to the show.
It's great to be here.
Thank you very much. Now, real quick, can you tell people how old you are?
I am 19 years old.
Okay.
I'm 20 years old.
20 years old. Now, did you just recently graduate high school?
No, so it's actually my second year in Mount San Antonio College.
Oh, okay. You're still in college right now.
Yes.
Okay. So, but you know, high school was not too far back, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. I was always under the impression that the schooling systems were really pushing a different agenda to everybody. Is that the case? Was that the case when you were in school?
Very much so, yeah.
What were they? What were the big push?
Big push. Let's see. So they really wanted us to stay with like what they wanted to do. Like basically,
They're really pushing like a liberal agenda on us. They're pretty much taking away the rights from the parents and giving schools the power to either bring in like gay rights to schools, taking away God from our Constitution, from our schools. We don't even pledge allegiance to our flag anymore.
There you go. I'm glad you brought that up because when I was in school, which, you know, I could be like your older brother or something like that right now, you know, because that's my age spot there. No, but when I was in school, we started every day with a Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah.
It was so nice to do that in class because we saluted our country. And our country is great.
So they don't do the Pledge of Allegiance anymore. And did you go to a public school or private school?
Public school.
In the area? You don't have to name the
a
school,
little
but yeah.
A little more southern, toward LA. Yeah.
So yeah, but that's interesting. So no Pledge of Allegiance, and they really pushed the gay agenda, the trans agenda,
Yes.
and they took God out of school.
Yes.
They took anything like that, correct? And they were trying to push the liberal
Yes.
thing on you guys, right?
Yes.
So, being that you were in that environment, what made you stand up for your rights? What made you be the way you are?
there was one instance where we came back from COVID and they told us you can't come to school unless you wear a mask. So it was really annoying. I was not able to even breathe in that, and I didn't want to do it. And if I took off my mask, they would get upset at us. So
Exactly.
they were really pushing that.
And the vaccines.
The vaccines. Yeah.
Were they mandating the vaccines to go to school?
They told us we had to get the vaccine or you can't come
And this
to
is
school.
public school for both
Yeah,
of you?
public.
Yes.
Wow.
See, that must have been really tough on you. Now the majority probably followed it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what I figured. That's why, again, I always thought that the younger generation was always just taught that way, and they're going to stay that way. But we're finding out more and more younger generation are starting to learn and starting to see the truth and starting to see what's good, which is fantastic. I like that because I know now that people have their own minds, and you got to stick into it, which is great.
Yeah.
So that kind of made you kind of change your momentum, the mask thing, and the vaccines, correct?
Yeah, before COVID, I didn't care about anything. But after COVID, people changed. It changed the whole world.
It did. You're right about that. That's a very good statement. You're right, 100% right.
It changed
about
a lot of things that are not going to
Yeah.
be back to normal again.
That's true. It really did. It's a shame, I mean, we lost a lot of good businesses, a lot of, everything. I mean, people just lost a lot of their livelihood because of that. And also, a lot of people missed out on a lot of good things like graduations and weddings and things like that.
Yeah, it really broke families, I think.
It did.
One of the most important things is having a nuclear family.
I agree.
And I feel when parents are absent from the child's life,
Oh,
then that just causes the child to spindle.
you know what? You hit the nail on the head. This is what my show Open Arms is about.
Yeah.
Now, Open Arms, it gears toward gun safety, family values, and the Second Amendment. Family values is so important to me. So important, I think, that we are losing that. And seeing people just, at your age saying that family values mean something is great to hear.
Yes.
Because I'm like, did we lose it altogether? Or is it still out there? You
It's
know?
still out there.
That's fantastic.
I think it's just a lot of people are suppressed. They're like, especially in school, for example, my professors are very liberal.
Okay.
I've heard them
yeah.
talk about political campaigning, and they're not political science professors.
Oh.
They have like no right to talk about politics. They need to give me my education and just grade my work.
See? Yeah.
But no, they're definitely like I've seen them cry after Kamala Harris didn't win.
Ah.
It's like, okay, that's your political opinion. Let me like, well, how does it even affect you?
Exactly.
But they're really forcing us on that liberal agenda, and it's taking away, like, people are scared to come out as a Republican. People are scared to fight for what's right. People are scared to say that, hey, like, I want a family, I want a Christian household, I want to implement these values and core beliefs in my life.
Exactly.
And people, I think, are scared to come out as that, because then they'll be hated on, they'll be canceled.
I do agree. In this industry we're in too, the entertainment industry, has always been very hush hush if you believed in the Republican Party, or you'd lose your job. But right now, Nikki, and you know this, it seems like things are starting to change because of what went on with this election.
It was a movement what Trump did. Yeah. And I always said that I'm very happy that he didn't, quote unquote, win 2020. Like, it had to be this way.
Exactly.
I think it's definitely opening up a lot of people's eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, more and more people now, I know are voicing their opinion of what they really stand for.
Yeah.
And I like seeing that. We're starting to slowly get this thing back. Now we just got to fight for California a little bit better. We're getting there. We are getting there.
We just need the voter ID.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's true. Okay, so here's one for you guys. As you know, the Open Arms Project does support the Second Amendment.
Yes.
What's your views on the amendments, especially the Second Amendment?
My view is you can have a gun, but do not kill the person, because it's against the Bible to kill a person.
Okay.
But if you shoot them in the leg, that's fine. I'm totally fine with a registered gun, not like people like going out and like taking guns illegally. I don't like that at all.
Of course not. Yeah, we stress on that too. All to be under the law when you do purchase a gun, to get safety training classes, to know what to do and what not to do. But I like that statement. Don't kill that person. Just if you have to shoot him in the leg or whatever like that. But the thing is that you do support the Second Amendment, because it is a very important amendment to our country. And I like hearing that. And we do get a lot of people that are non-gun owners that come on my show that support the amendments too, but they don't own a gun, but they know the value of our amendments, which is good. And do you feel basically the same way about that?
Yes, I do. I believe that having the Second Amendment protects us both from the government and from outside sources.
Very good.
Outside people, like such as if you try to invade Texas, good luck with that.
Exactly.
Everyone there owns a gun. They're not going to be overturned by illegal aliens coming in, and they're going to be fully equipped. Or even if the government tries to just deploy bombs and shoot us down, God forbid. But if they try to do that, we have the means to protect ourselves.
That's
so
good.
I think that's very important.
This is very refreshing talking to them, isn't it, Nikki?
Well, yeah, that's why when we
this.
met you at the Christmas party, I was just like, it was very refreshing. You're very well spoken, and you're young, and you have your head on straight.
Yeah, because my impression before we went through all this election was always the younger generation sits there on their phones or iPad and they're brain dead, and you try to talk to them like, what. But you guys are just so just. The way you speak, the way you talk, your beliefs. I'm so glad that you stood your ground to stay with your beliefs too, which is fantastic. Because I'm sure you had a lot of friends probably really You know, did you lose a lot of friends over it?
Lost a lot.
Yes.
I know. See, that's
Wow.
just I just.
But you know what's funny is that we had Biden and Harris in office for 4 years. Did you? I know I didn't. Did you turn away and not talk to your Democratic friends because Biden won the election?
No.
Yeah.
No, right?
So, I'm very much like God loves everyone.
Exactly.
Jesus loves everyone. I have gay friends. I have like people that are on the Democratic side, and I still love them. I just don't support their lifestyle.
That's it.
But all I can do is pray for them. All I can do is wish them the best. I never have any like malicious intent towards someone. So that's just like, I just try to help them and like show them the love and the compassion that Jesus showed us.
See, that's well spoken. That's what the Republican Party is all about. That's what the
Yeah,
Christians are all
correct.
about. But they take it to such a different level. Their level they take it to is just so extreme and so hateful.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for it.
There's no reason.
There's none whatsoever, you know? It's sad to see that. So, you guys are both in college. What are you guys studying?
I am a biology major.
Oh, very nice.
And I'm a health science major with a bio minor and chemistry minor.
Wow. Very good, guys. Look at that. You guys are going to be doing. How many years you got left in college?
Raffi.
If I want 2 more years, but I can graduate in 1 year.
Very good. Very good. Well, good
I
deal.
have for undergrad about 2 years left. I will be
See-
transferring. Yeah.
So you're the generation that's coming up.
Yes.
And you're the generation that's going to be running this country someday. And we like to hear this, that it's still not a lost cause, you know? Having people like yourselves coming up to
Yep.
actually be in that position. And, you know, right, Nikki? I mean, it's nice. It's a breath of fresh air because you and I always talked about, you know, what's going to happen when that generation comes up to run our country.
Well, looking at the electoral map, I think we're okay.
I know, right? I know. Yeah, we did great this year. I mean, it was really nice to see all that. Now, did you guys do any of the events leading up to the election, like any of the get-togethers, the parades, and things like that?
I did actually see you guys one day when I was in Simi Valley.
Oh, really?
Oh, the 805
Yeah.
Patriots?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
805 Patriots. And I was just with them honking. It was really fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was really good to just see everybody come together for that, you know. I mean, it was just, I mean, and the people were so genuinely nice. You would go there and everybody's like family, you know, which I never saw that from the other side. It doesn't seem like their whole like the other.
Well, they don't have parades for.
They don't have their family values are a little bit, you know, different too as
Yeah.
well. Again, I talk about, you know, the way I grew up as a kid. We grew up, you know, in a nice household. We didn't have much as far as finances are concerned, but man, we had a great family life.
Yeah.
You know, we just my parents actually interacted with me and my sister. They actually wanted to know how our day was. They asked questions about what was going on. And I think parents are lacking that these days. And that's why kids are just getting isolated in their phones and their iPads and not really having that conversation with their parents, which is, you need that. You know, it seems like you guys have that.
And definitely the phones, iPads, electronics given to kids at such a young age definitely has a lot of problems to them.
I think so. I agree 100% on that.
I've talked to a lot of the younger generation, like even on the left, they even said like they would not give their like tablets or iPads until they're like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So that's something they're actually doing good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I mean, Nikki and I talk about that all the time, too.
Yeah, otherwise you're raising zombies.
Yeah, exactly.
No communication skills and.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now, I know, okay, we talked about the Second Amendment a little bit. Have either one of you ever fired a gun before?
No.
No. Okay. What I tell people I always encourage people this, even though you don't own a firearm, it's always good to take a firearm training class.
Yes.
To know different things about a gun, like if something would happen, or you know you're in another house, or a gun emerges, or you have a child now, and they go to a friend's house, and they find a gun, what do's and don'ts and things like that. This is such a passion of mine because I want to keep America safe, and the more my motto is, if I save one life, I did my job. So, like for example, like a couple like you to take a gun safety training class just for knowledge would be fantastic. I'm not saying you have to own a gun or anything like that, but it's something. Knowledge is key. The more you know, I think the better off you are with anything, even the election. Knowing your candidates, knowing everything, knowing all your amendments, knowing everything you're voting for. See, people just they don't take the time to really teach themselves that, and they go in to vote and they don't know what they're voting for.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys took your time and really researched your candidates, correct?
Well, I feel like this election was very split and very obvious to see who the correct choice was. You're either voting for someone who said abortion's legal in whatever state they want it to be legal in, and someone, that same person, Donald Trump, our president-elect, soon-to-be president and 47th president, let's go.
That's right.
President Trump said, leave it to the states, let them decide. It's not going to be a federal thing, but obviously I'm pro-life.
Of course.
We're very much, it's a Christian, you shouldn't kill children, especially unborn ones that don't have a voice. But I think it was just so split. Like, one's either fighting for abortion, and they don't even use the American flag. Their flag's like trans and LGBTQ flag.
I know.
And the other one's for America. The other one's for our economy and for our future. And that's what, like, we want to be homeowners in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
We want like a nice, loving family. We want to have like our morals and feel protected and loved in this country.
Absolutely.
Not
I
like.
know.
I think just some issues are bigger, and that really like led the decision to. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. See, you actually you researched, you learned, and you decided on your own what to do, what's right for you, what's not right for you, and that's good. That's what we need to do. We need more people like yourselves, more younger generation doing that, which is fantastic. I think, Nikki, that we should open a school up for that, and have people come to the school to where they can learn all the current events, and not current events, I'm sorry, all the political.
I'll be the teacher.
Exactly. Oh, you do a great job. That's for sure. That's for sure. Well, great, guys. I mean, I really appreciate you coming on the show and voicing your opinion. It's been a breath of fresh air to me to see the younger generation coming up.
What got you into politics?
Just like seeing the people how they are, like hookup culture, drinking culture, the do whatever you want culture. And then I'm here with my girlfriend and we're not doing any of that stuff. So I'm just looking around and just our experiences.
That's true.
I don't think it was like ever like the way I was raised, not normal. I don't think. I never saw it as like ethically normal. Or
what to be like
norms.
Drinking and like partying and all
exactly.
that.
So were you guys both raised in Southern California from birth? Is that where you were born?
I was born in Minnesota, but I went off to Florida when I was like 3 years old. So that's where I grew up.
Grew up in Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you find that be very different culture-wise in Florida as opposed to out here?
The culture's completely different.
Yeah. I grew up in Pennsylvania. It's a different world. They're two different worlds from here to there. Where did you grow up?
Well, I was born in Armenia.
Okay.
So I am a legal immigrant. Emphasis on the legal part. I've lived in Southern California, but I was actually in the foster care system, so I was moved around quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah. And I think like that really led to really opening my eyes, because I see the amount of hurt and I see the amount of struggles that people go through, and it's mainly because they lose their core values.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that's really interesting. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, from state to state, it's so different. Growing up in Pennsylvania is so family oriented. I mean, and neighbors help neighbors. People help people. It was just, we had family Sunday dinners all the time with all the relatives and everything like that, And I remember moving out to California, and I think it was like years before I even knew neighbors' names. They would, hey, how you doing? No one to be social. Everybody thought that everybody's out to get everybody out of here. It's weird, but I see things changing now, though. I see it starting to get a little bit better,
Yeah, and I thought that was very sweet that you gave me your little perfume. I really like, thank you again for that. That was
Of
so
course.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like Brian said, you don't see that out here very often.
don't.
You know.
So next time I'm going to say, hey, do you have a couple $100 bills? I want to see them. Oh, can I have those? Kidding. No, that was very nice of you for that night. And did you enjoy that night?
That was a lot of
I
fun.
loved it.
Yeah,
I
it was-
loved it. It was,
Were you there too?
Yeah, I was with her.
Oh, I didn't talk to you that night, did I?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a good night. That was fun.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, guys, I'm glad you came to the show. I'm glad you,
Thank you.
expressed your opinion. It's nice to have you on. I would offer you guys, since you come on the show, if you ever want to sit in on one of our gun safety classes, just to learn a few things, feel free to contact me, and then I'll throw you in, and you can just at least get trained a little bit.
awesome.
You know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say to the world out there?
Can we cue that camera right
You
there?
sure
we go.
can. Yeah.
Thank you for voting. Let's go. Donald Trump is our president now. We're going to take our country back.
And I'm proud to be American.
There you go. Beautiful.
Oh, I love it. I'm so
Beautiful.
excited to hear the energy. That gave me chills. I'm so excited for January 20th. So
It's gonna
we
be
should have an
great.
inauguration party here, right?
I know we should do something like that for sure. It's gonna be fantastic.
I'm very, very excited. Look at all the stuff, real quick. Look at all the stuff he's already got done.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
not even in office yet.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I know.
He's talked to more presidents than Biden ever has. He's
I know.
already like working on our economy. He's, yeah.
It's gonna be. And you know what? I always say, the people that are so anti, give it some time. Watch your life
Yeah.
change. Watch your life
Yeah,
change
it's funny
for the
because
best.
everyone's going to benefit from Trump's presidency.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the people that
All
hate
the
him so much.
wars
Right.
gone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Trump has never, in his 4 years, he's never had a new war begin.
No.
Nope.
No inflation.
No, the inflation was
No
like the
gas
lowest it's been
prices.
in like 20 years.
Because they respect him.
Yeah.
The other foreign leaders respect him. They know that he's not gonna take anything. He's not gonna let America fall.
Do we even have a president right now? Where are they?
Exactly.
Do we even have a border?
No.
I know it, huh? I know it.
No, Biden's selling all the border pieces right now for the pennies.
Yeah. Which is
Well, actually,
ridiculous.
Kamala Harris is in charge of that, and we see, what is she in charge of? Just an open border, letting illegal aliens cross
Yeah.
in when legal people like me are trying to come into this country, doing the right thing, learning about our Constitution, learning about our country, trying to actually be an American. And yes, we might have a different culture coming in, but our values are the same as Americans, as constitutional, traditional Americans. And aren't we all immigrants?
That's true. That is true. 100%.
Legal
Yeah,
immigrants.
come here through the front door legally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Well, good. Very well spoken. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Keep it up. Keep the good. Push up. It's fantastic. We're going to have a great next 4 years, that's for sure.
We better.
I'm
I
just
know.
happy we're going to have our gas prices lowered.
Oh, yeah.
Grocery bills
Yeah.
lowered. Everything.
It's been ridiculous.
And so you can sleep peacefully at night knowing he's coming back. You
Yeah.
know, like it's
Yeah.
what a relief.
I know it.
My aunt actually met Donald Trump one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
She was on The Amazing Race and she met Donald Trump
Oh, no
at
way.
the Emmys.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome.
Way before 2016.
Yeah,
A
way
long time-
before
yeah?
2016.
Okay.
Great
Well,
guy.
who would have known, right? Who would have thought this would happen?
Well, great, guys. Well, good. Well, thanks again for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you for having us.
And we're
This is
going to
so
be,
fun.
if there's anything that you want people to see about yourselves, or any websites or social
Yeah, I
media.
can link all your, if you have a website, social media, I can link anything in the description box below.
Just maybe our social medias.
Sure.
Yeah.
Follow us. We should be coming out with a podcast pretty soon.
Very
Oh, I'm
good.
excited
There you
for
go.
that.
That's
Is it
gonna
gonna
be good.
Is it going to be a political podcast?
About
Or-
life.
That's
About
great.
Life.
Great.
All aspects of it. It's going to be called Life Unveiled. We're in the works right now, but look into it the upcoming year.
Oh, that's. I would love to help you guys produce that. Seriously, that'd be fantastic.
And I sometimes do podcasts with my buddy Mike in Texas on Ralph Films' YouTube channel.
Okay, great. We'll lead everybody.
We'll leave
somewhere.
everything. Yeah, everything
Yeah.
will be linked below.
Well,
Awesome.
I really do appreciate again you guys coming on. It was fantastic. It was great conversation. Maybe someday we'll have you back again to give some updates.
Awesome.
Especially if you start your own podcast too. I like to definitely have once that
Like a
starts.
collab?
Yeah, exactly. We'll do something like that for sure.
Great.
All right. Nikki's going to post all that on the website. And Nikki, where can they find us?
Well, you can find Open Arms on Instagram at openarms.tv. And we are getting back into our TikTok game. So follow us on TikTok as well at Open Arms. Everything, again, will be listed in the description box below. And I really enjoyed today's show. It's very refreshing to see a young set of eyes and ears and a good head on your shoulders.
Absolutely. It's been fantastic. All right. That's our show for today.
Thank you, guys.
And always remember
Safety,
safety, family, and the Second Amendment. Have a good day.